I, your distinguished host, Fel Shadowmaw, will indulge both in conversation and libation as I welcome a new guest every session to thrill us with tales of their conquests, and I grill them on the questions we really want to know, right here where it's very nice to meet you. My guest tonight is an artifact hunter. She's a famed collector of rare artifacts and potions, which she then entrepreneurially sells on the black market. Please welcome the lovely, sociable, knowledgeable, ever wonderful Asher Midnight.
Hey everyone, I'm happy to be here, Phil.
I'm so glad to have you. Asher, can you tell us what you're sipping on this evening?
Yes, I got a wonderful glass from Andy Crocodile Barney. I'm getting purple haze flavor. It's a nice wheat IPA.
I do love a good wheat IPA. I do. For me today, I'm going with something Swedish, something exotic. I'm sipping on some red Korlig vodka seltzers, all the way from Sweden. It's a nice hard cider, seltzery kind of vibe. And I'm going to start with our blood orange. So let's cheers, crack a tab, and get started. It's a good sound. Cheers.
Really nice sound. Cheers.
I'm so pleasantly surprised by this. Honestly, I don't like blood orange flavors. I feel like it's too bitter sometimes on the end, but this is incredible. This is really sweet. It tastes kind of like a mimosa almost, which is lovely for me. What about you?
With me, I usually have very much Sprites. I'm not usually a beer taker, but this is one that it's not like that I could get this straight off the tap. Hardcore.
Yes.
I would take this. If they only had tap, I would take this as a first choice and stuff. I'm excited to dive in the other flavors because this is just the plain flavor.
Oh, starting with the base and building. See,
Building it up.
Yeah, that's a true expert here. I didn't know I was bringing a drinking hero to the show today. I'm so glad that you're here with me because, Asher, I have so many questions for you. You are an incredible and famed adventurer. XP and experience are no stranger to you.
Right.
So, I'd love to see what happens when you're faced with a tough decision.
Oh.
And that is why we're going to play a little game called Date or Dungeon.
Oh.
Asher, I'm going to give you two options, and you're going to tell me which one you would choose.
Oh, okay.
For this particular option, what I need you to do for me, is I'm going to give you a date that you could go on with a famous monster, creature, baddie, perhaps, or a particularly perilous dungeon diving fight that you could face. Would you rather battle or would you rather blew up? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, for our first date or dungeon question, would you rather take on a beholder in a room full of mirrors, or be wined and dined by a flirtatious mind flayer who won't stop talking about brain texture compatibility? This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
It's almost a guaranteed failure to take on a beholder in a room of mirrors. But if you know what you're doing, if you're experienced enough, you know its faults and its vulnerabilities, you might survive. However, Mind Flayer romance is a hot topic in the realms right now. Yeah, I wonder what your take is on it.
Well, right now, Mind Flayers are just not my type. I was like, I'm not a thinker, and I don't want nobody poking up in here either.
That makes sense.
It was like, if I am thinking, I'm thinking with my fists. So in this go around, I'd rather just challenge myself in that battle of mirrors.
And I find that so very admirable. But let's up the ante and see if you're still down to take on the battle when you hear about this next date or dungeon question. Would you rather be chased through a graveyard by an ancient vampire lord who was raising skeletons in every round of combat. Or have a Netflix and chill with that same vampire lord's overly dramatic Dhampir X situationship, who insists on reenacting scenes from their whole last century together.
Oh man. It just feels like it's the same date. It's like
That's fair. It's very similar. It's very similar.
yeah.
Well, Dhampirs and vampires would tell you that they couldn't be farther apart.
Right.
So interesting. If you'd like to maybe do a little role play, a little acting out, a little therapeutic, cathartic closure date,
Right.
which means the date's not about you at all, really, when you think about it.
It makes sense
Or
on my axis.
fighting Count Dracula on his turf in his high ground, like where he's most comfortable, right?
Yeah, I think I'll take my chance at the battle because I was like that would be exciting. It would really, and then and you can get a good old enemies to lovers out of there. You know?
True.
Nobody
You know
said
what?
that the battle
Very
could not end in a
insightful.
date.
Yeah, that's true. I love that. I love your optimism. You chose battle absolutely twice, which is so interesting to me, instead of the date option.
Well, basically that second one we were about to be on a date anyways.
That's true. That's true. It's not about you. If it's not about you, it's not a date. And
Yeah,
that should be the
correct.
rule. That should be the rule of thumb. Well, that was Date or Dungeon. I love your takes on that one. But as fun as that was, as good of an icebreaker as that was, the people of your good realm want to know more about you.
Ah.
I would love to know about your taste in music, about what makes you you, about what a blood hunter listens to when they're out on their adventures. So we're going to jump into a little segment called Mystical Remix. Sláinte. Delicious and sweet. So for Mystical Remix, I want to peer into your playlist like a nosy little rogue. I want to know, why don't you give us what you would consider your adventurers theme song? Maybe not your theme song, but a song that encapsulates your journey or maybe your personality, especially since you've been adventuring.
Yeah. Like most of my playlists is from a good old bard that I met along the way, Mrs. Stallion. I really love her. Love her music a lot.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
love. So
We
which
love
one
music.
of these Stallions bard songs do you think would be best encapsulating your journey?
To encapsulate my journey, it would be Never Play.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm seeing the blood hunter in you. I should have known when in our very first segment you chose battle twice, but now it's really coming to fruition here. I'm getting the flavor. We don't have the rights to play that song, but it will be linked below so that all of y'all can listen to what Asher Midnight likes to listen to when blood hunting out in the realms. For our second mystical remix, show me a song that you think represents you at what may have been your lowest point. Something that got you through a hard time, or maybe just reminds you of a hard time in your journeys.
A lowest song. Like happens to be another bard out there. It was like Mrs. Cyrus.
I have heard. Yeah. Yes.
Like Nothing Breaks a Broken Heart.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
It does sound like there are some stories behind that one.
I don't know what gave you that idea. Yeah, just
right.
like the beat.
All right, keep your secrets. But if you come back on the show, we might have to pry just a little bit. Well, now that we've properly broken the ice in the tavern here, I think it is high time that we dive a little deeper. Uh, let's try out our next little sample. I'm drinking the Red Quarterling Mango Raspberry, which sounds really delicious. I love this. The sweeter, the better. The more the fruit, the I'm all for it. What about you? What are you drinking now that you're out of the plain flavor?
Yeah, it's like still the same. Andy Crocodile. We're gonna try raspberry.
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got some zing. It's got some zing and some zap. Okay, so you and me both. Oh, yeah.
It's something here. Raspberry.
Raspberry. We both have raspberry right now. You're having raspberry, and I'm having lemon raspberry. And I think we may have similar opinions on how this
Yeah, like so.
This one's not my favorite. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. Like I could absolutely finish this and drink it. I just don't think the taste profile is catered to me. It's got like almost like a sourness at the end, and I'm not a big fan of sour in my drinks.
Yeah, so with that, to give some history lesson of what I'm drinking out of here, it's a nice mug cup that I got made from some pros. But this is some special metal where I have coated the metal that anytime I pour in here is a little taste of moonshine will go in your drink no matter what.
Now that I like.
So I was like, I soaked it up.
That is so resourceful.
Yeah, it took a year to get a coat. So now every time I do any types of drinks in here, it will have a little hint of moonshine in here.
A friend of mine did that with an alchemy jug. Very similar. And that was so fun at parties. Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. It's like moonshine is usually my go-to drink. So I'm getting out of my elements and trying out the IPAs. This one, not bad. Like if this is the only thing that had left at a party, at those tavern hopping parties, I'll take it. Right. I was like, I probably wouldn't spend more than 1 coin on it.
Yeah, I think I'd toss a copper to a kid for the to this if I was still kind of peckish for something to drink at the tavern and they were out of a lot of stuff. Right. But I don't think I'd go in there looking for this personally. Well, now that we've cracked open our second ale, mead, cider, beer, libation, I would love to crack open our next segment. I'd love to know how your mind works as someone who collects artifacts and oddities. So we're going to consult your professional opinion here about potions. Ooh. I'm going to show you a potion, and you're going to tell me what effects you think it has and what you would call it if you were naming this potion. This is what we like to call Potionology 101. Okay, so real quick, let's get our potions up on the screen. We're going to start with a random one, so I also don't know what's going to be on the screen.
Oh, okay.
This is completely for you.
Okay.
What do you think of this one? It's amber, kind of like a glowing honey color, and it's got an interesting prism that's, I think, often saved for perfume vials. But there are sparks like embers coming up behind it. What do you think this would do if someone were to either drink it or maybe coat their weapon with it or maybe pour it onto something?
Oh, I got this, Phil. That is called the hot tamale potion.
Okay, what does the hot tamale do?
You know, sometimes when we go to those taverns and they have those porridge, and you need that little extra kick into it. Yeah. Like, you know, we got to get that grits in and everything. Yeah. And maybe hot sauce is just not enough. So you need to get the hot tamale in there. I was like, not only it like gives you the nice sweet taste of the hot sauce, but it lets you breathe fire for a couple seconds.
Ooh, so
Give
it's
it a good show.
flavorful and it gives you
Mhm.
some showmanship.
Yes.
We love it.
Yeah. Imagine making s'mores. You can pop that out. You already cooked your s'more.
Oh, perfect for s'mores.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect for s'mores.
Get your hot tamale today.
Indeed. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. This looks more like mercury, like those oil spill kind of sheens you'll see with little bits of silver mercury inside. The bottle is circular. It's got little bubbles inside, which I'm like, what could that mean? And an interesting thread and crystal hanging from the top. What do you think this would do?
Now this reminds me of one of the times I fought a hag. So it's I was like, it reminds me like, the classic toll and trouble. So, and like, and I'm in deep trouble when I'm with the hag. So I'm thinking I'm gonna call that bottle Deep Trouble.
Deep Trouble. I really like that for a potion name for sure. Ooh, this one's pretty. It almost looks like there's no potion in there at all. Like it's just pure wispy, glittering smoke. We can see some ghost-like butterflies, maybe moths, on the outside, and a delicate golden chain sitting on the edge that kind of looks like an X or a cross or some kind of maybe holy symbol. It's hard to tell, but I'll ask the expert for this one. What do you think this potion would be?
I used to spend a lot of time out at sea with a couple like pirates and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I hear it's good money out there.
It is great money, especially those ghost ships.
Yeah.
Like they need someone that actually has flesh to help collect some things for them. So I think I'll call this potion Holy Ship.
Holy Ship. Deep Trouble. And hot tamale. Honestly, this sounds like the 3 kobolds I adopted on my last adventure. I love it. Let's get to another one. Now this is beautiful. This, you can see the smoky wisps coming out of it are forming the shapes of hearts.
Right.
There's like a golden gilded lily coming out of the top. And the inside is glowing with this warm, romantic pink. But maybe that's just a red herring. Maybe that's the opposite of what it does. Let's ask the expert.
Yeah, I feel so like it's a very alluring potion. It's like, I get it. And it reminds me of a song that I listened to a while ago called Miss Jackson.
Oh.
I was like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Oh, I'm gonna be for real right now. That I think this potion would be called Miss Jackson.
I do like that. The Miss Jackson number 5.
Miss Jackson number 5.
That's a good one.
Yes.
So we've had hot tamale, big trouble, or deep trouble, holy ship, Miss Jackson number 5, and finally, I would love to show you this sunshiny, beautiful, golden, maybe yellow. It's hard to tell from here, but there is a chain with a ribbon. It's a simple cork, so it's not even sealed. And there's some like gilded, almost stringy thread-like hair, like almost like angel hair inside. I wonder what this potion would do. Enlighten us. Name it for us.
Yeah, and this reminds me of like my childhood stories, like bedtime stories about a beast and a beauty. And so I think I would call this Beauty and the Beast. So them chained together is alluring, and like I think this would give you like shape-shifting ability for like a day.
Yeah, maybe walk a mile in the other person's shoes. Maybe the beautiful, statuesque high elf wants to talk to, wants to get to know how the half-orc she's in love with lives.
Yes.
Love that. I love that. So we have incredible, like 5 incredible potions here. If you had to choose, I was about to say, if you had to choose one to add to your inventory, What would you take?
Yeah, tough ones here.
Yeah.
Mm. And I named them. I think I'll pick hot tamale. I love me some good grubbing.
God, it's so hard when you're adventuring, especially for long journeys,
Mm-hmm.
to find spices and good food. And like sometimes that camp stew is just not doing it. Sometimes it needs a little
Gotta
extra.
get a little that kick in there.
Absolutely. The rations, I can't do the rations.
No,
It
can't. It's
needs flavor.
hard.
It needs flavor.
It was like I can't do another moldy sausage again. I gotta put something on there.
Who you telling? You are
Yeah.
correct. Well, that was Potionology 101. I'd say you passed.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get back to the main segment, however.
All right.
For our next trick, audience, I would love to invite Miss Midnight to help us with something that many people struggle with. Asher, you're clearly fashionable and you're wise. So I'd like to get your opinion on a few fantastical outfits in this segment that we like to call Hot Garb or Hot Garbage.
Oh.
Okay, Asher, in this segment, I'm going to show you a few beautiful outfits. I want you to rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. Take into account a few things. Obviously, aesthetic, just how it looks, but also how fit it is to adventure in. So let's dive right in. Wonderful. So let's start with this one. This was submitted by an upcoming artificer who is apprenticing in the lower city, and they would like your professional rating.
I was like, I'll give this about it was about an 8.5
Okay.
out of 10.
Now, how much of that is your personal preference for style, and how much of it do you think is just like useful to have on the job?
I think it'd be useful to have on a job. It's not something that I would personally wear. When I look at this outfit, I remember one of my old party members' name is Beck. They are Owlin.
I love Owlins. They're so cool.
They're very snazzy and resourceful.
That's true. They are.
So I see Beck wearing one of these outfits. I was like, I will see it very well on them.
Beautiful. Well, an 8.5 is not a shabby start. Let's continue on. Lovely. So this is for a bard jester who currently works in the palace under the current king of 1,000 reigns. And they spend their days inspiring the king. And that is their adventure, is gathering court secrets, keeping the crown safe, inspiring the royals around them to treat the people of the lands with kindness and joy. For such an adventurer, someone who's probably not fighting a lot, what would you rate this?
Those are colors, am I right? Everyone, am I right? Colors, yeah.
Those are colors, yes, indeed.
I give it a 2 out of 10.
A 2 out of 10. Jesters, step up your game.
Yes, so I understand it's a jester outfit and you're just gesturing along, but that it reminds me of a mermaid kind of aesthetic.
Okay, I see where you're seeing. Yes, absolutely. I see where you're getting that from. A 2 out of 10 is a harsh but probably fair assessment. Let's move right along. What about this? This is for a ranger who lives up in the Arctic region and spends their time making sure that their tiny Arctic village is protected by doing perimeter checks, hunting to feed the other people in the village, and tracking any devious threats that might be lurking in the snow. What do you think of this one?
This might be my highest rating on the night. I give that a 9 out of 10.
Wow, 9 out of 10 is pretty good. Why do you say that?
Because that's a baddie right there. That is a
I know
baddie.
a baddie when I
I
see one.
know a baddie when I see one. That's what it is. Like protecting the lands while looking like a baddie. And so that's a hard job to do.
It
And
is.
whoever that outfit, they're doing a great fine job.
Right? If I were about to infiltrate an Arctic village and someone jumped out of the shadows and landed in front of me looking like this, I'd let them.
We would go back to dungeon or date.
Love it. And I think, let's see another. This is for an upcoming warlock who just accepted a patron deal with an ancient one. This person is into necromancy spells and is not afraid to get their hands a little dirty. They are a younger warlock at 18 years old and like to keep their look fresh while still being able to cast their eldritch blasts. What do you think of this one?
Right. I'll give this about a 5 out of 10. Like, some beginner level. Like, you haven't packed up everything yet to like figure out your style. You're starting, getting nervous. The bunny mask, probably something you gotta work on that. Try to find yourself maybe a little therapy on that to figure out why you have that.
Every 18-year-old adventurer, every level 1 to level 3, depending on what patron you're talking to, adventurer should consider what they're doing. But they all need therapy.
Yes.
They all need it. It's fine.
Reminds me of my teenage days.
Right.
Yeah, like that.
It's a throwback. It's honestly a throwback.
Yeah, everybody always wanted to get the hooded clothes.
Yeah.
Want to be like Miss Little Red Riding Hood.
Yep.
Mysterious. Like, look at me, I'm green. It's very hard for me to look mysterious in the corner of my
I do remember a time where I would wear a half mask from here, made from the first jawbone that I ever collected from a victim of my spoils. So, of course, when you've only killed 3 people, you think you're Billy Badass when you've killed 3 people.
Right. You need
so we've all been there. A little bit of lipstick, a little bit of a mask moment.
It's very nostalgic.
It is nostalgic, and that's why we're giving it a 5 out of 10. I don't think there are any more, but let me check. Oh, this is the final one. This is a College of Swords bard who is on the palace guard of a fae court. They are a fairy themselves. They have a beautiful heart. They're kind and witty, and they love to duel. What do you think of this?
Well, some
asking a blood hunter what they think of these frills and laces, and
it's those moments of like, yeah, I've seen some good frills in my days. With this, I don't want the whole fairy kingdom to hate me right now and everything, so I gotta be careful with my words.
Careful what you say.
I gotta be careful here. But it looks like he's about to do a meeting with Beethoven here soon.
That was not careful at all.
I don't know if the fairies even know who Beethoven is. That's an old pal now.
I would like to say, as a disclaimer to the fae people, my guests' opinions have nothing to do with me at all. And I don't appreciate being lumped in with whatever retaliatory action may come from said opinions. So what do you rate it? You don't like it, but what do you rate it?
Yeah, for the job, probably 7 out of 10 for the job they're doing. But for me, 4 out of 10.
We can meet in the middle and say 5.5 overall.
We can say 5.5. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I like that. I think that's a good compromise, especially knowing where your personal style lies and what your job is versus what other people's might do. Thank you so much for giving us your honest opinion about these hot garbs and some hot garbage. Let's get back to the show. Well, we've talked about dates and
Mhm.
dungeons and music and drinking. And a little bit of fashion, a little bit of potionry. I would now like to put our adventurer to the test
Mhm.
in a little segment we like to call Find That Familiar. But before we get into any games, we have another tasting for you.
Yes,
Let's crack it open for me. Going right back to the same brand, and I'm trying their pear flavor now. What
Mhm.
about you?
I'm still same brand. I'm trying their strawberry.
Okay. All right, we're branching out from the raspberry. I'm cracking this open.
Yeah. Ooh.
A crisp crack. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, that's pretty good. This one's pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad. Not the baddest one.
Surprisingly, I still think the blood orange is my favorite, which is canonically my least favorite flavor. But the blood orange is really doing it for me. The pear is good. It's sweet. It reminds me more of wine than it reminds me of what it is. So it's nice.
This one, I think this is my favorite right now. Nice strawberry. A nice strawberry beer.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't prepared that was strawberry beer.
Not often that you find a good strawberry beer.
Right.
Now, for our next game, to find a wondrous item or a precious rarity, as you are very experienced in doing, one must have a very good eye. Do you have a familiar, Asher?
I do. I have my good old bat, Luna.
Luna! So, you have seen a familiar?
Yes, I have.
Great. Then this will be no problem. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to find that parrot familiar.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Now, fail. This is a little hard. There's a lot of things going on here. But I think it's on that man's hand right there on the pool table.
Yeah, Asher, you found that familiar.
Yeah.
I knew you would. You have one of your own. Only crazy people can't find the familiar. If you didn't find it at home,
yikes.
You're probably level 1. In addition to being an accomplished archivist and collector, Asher, you're also fairly famous on the scrying stone. Tell us a little bit about the content you make, because I see a lot of it has to do with partnering with other small shops and marketeers, and it's so important to support small businesses in the realm. I'd love to hear about why you're so passionate about that, and more from you about how you got started in that realm. In fact, I think we have a video of you on the scrying stone kind of amping them up. So let's take a look at that real quick. Roll the clip.
Don't ask questions you don't wanna know.
Yeah, right now these bigger businesses is like spend a lot of money on these artifacts and stuff, and I ain't having it. And it's like tearing down the little guys is just trying to build up. So why not use my fame and fortune, obviously, of being wanted everywhere, to help promote these products and stuff. So I got this sweet bag of holding from a small shop, Crescent Moon Alchemy. They did a great job. Okay. The only thing I asked if we could fit a dead body in there. Yeah, they can, but don't ask too many questions about it.
I certainly won't. I've
Yes.
been alive long enough to know that some questions should not be asked.
Correct.
How you loot, get rid of, or disappear a body is none of my concern, but you heard it here first. Crescent Moon Alchemy is the best place to get your local bag of holding. Asher, I have tested you and your knowledge, your know-how, your experience, your opinions, all of the little crevices of your adventurous little mind. I would now like to pose a challenge.
Hello, challenges.
While I believe that your know-how and experience make you a fine adventurer, our discerning viewers at home may have a harsher opinion.
Yeah, they'll say.
Are you ready to put your skills and knowledge to the test?
Yes, I am ready.
Wonderful. Because we're going to start a little session I like to call Professor XP. All right, Asher, in this next 5 questions and 5 questions only, I'm going to ask you things that you probably should know with your background and your specialities. It's okay if you don't, but everyone will judge you. The more questions you get correctly, the more level ups you get, the more XP.
They listen XP.
So we're going to start off nice and easy. Let's begin. You told us that you like to trade on the black market.
Mm-hmm.
When dealing with the underbelly element of trade, you must have come across some tricky ways to barter.
Yeah.
What is the secret code or language that criminals and rogues use to speak discreetly to each other?
Oh, that's a hard one. Mm-hmm. It's at the tip of my tongue.
I hope so. It's the whole language.
I was like, it starts with a C. Dang. Or does it? Does it? Does it not? I was like, now I'm just forgetting everything. As I want to say cantrip, but it's not cantrip. That's cantrips. But I'm getting there. Thieves can't. That's what I'm trying to
There it is. Thieves can't is correct. It is a way to speak to each other very discreetly, even though it takes a little longer to get the message across with those weird, wily words. They do just fine.
Yeah.
All right. That's 1 level up for you.
Yeah.
Our next question. As a collector of many rare potions and remedies, you must be an expert on rare elixirs. I would love to know, how many hit points can you get back if you drink a potion of greater healing?
Greater healing. Is like the max or like?
You can say the formula or you can say the max.
Okay. Is it I want to say 4d8?
Interesting. Instead of 4d8, it is 4d4 plus 4, which means the max you could get would be 20 hit points back. I've got my eye on you. I know you don't sell those potions of healing. You sell the other stuff.
Yeah. Like, I can never tell.
Well, I would like to ask, if there are so many famous potions that can influence one's relationship to animals, what is one spell component that is required for casting animal friendship, or speak with animals, or polymorph, or hold monster? Any spell component for any of those spells.
Verbal.
Not those types of components, the ingredients.
Oh, the ingredients. I thought I'd seen through your tricks. Is iron one?
iron. I will check. Let me do a quick check. I didn't have it down. I don't think so. Not in any of those. Let's see if this one is.
So check the book of knowledge.
Yeah, I'm checking the massive tome in front of me. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
You can hold monster with 1 piece of iron. Most animal relationship spells only require a morsel of food in which you can prove to the animal that you are being kind and generous and selfless. But to restrain a monster or creature, you will need something a little tougher. Very well done. 1 level up for you.
Yeah.
On our next question, you may have had to deal with an ambush once or twice in your adventures as a blood hunter. I can only imagine.
Of course.
How many people, in case of an ambush, can be affected by slow at 3rd level?
So at 3rd level,
Mm-hmm.
I believe 4 or 5.
At 3rd level, you can slow 6 creatures. So close. It is so many creatures, as long as they, of course, fail their saves, which is such a gamble in these trying times. And for our final question, and our hardest one.
Oh.
Rogues may be some of your best customers as poisoners, but
Of
there
course.
are some people, places, and things out there that poison will just never affect. Name 1 of the 4 types of creatures that have poison immunity.
Doesn't
I'll give you 3 tries for this. And it's a type. So you can say humanoid, you can say like plant, you know, anything that you think would be immune.
Would
to
halflings
poison.
be one?
Halflings are humanoids, so you could say humanoids, but
but not all humanoids are not like that.
It's a whole type.
A whole type. But the dragons, draconic, is that a type?
Dragons are not immune to poison damage. Some are, but it's like the type of dragon they are. But dragons in general are not. That's only 1 guess. You get 2 more.
Okay.
You can do things like aberrations, fiends, undead. I said plant already, I think.
Let's go with undead.
Undead are indeed immune to poison damage. You get 3 level ups, 3 big booms. 3 big level up for Asher Midnight. What level does that put you at now, I wonder?
I guess it's gonna stay a mystery.
For now. For now.
For now.
Eventually we'll get you back on the show spilling more secrets. But we have finally reached our last segment.
Boo.
First, before we finish, I just want to thank you for being here, drinking with us, and sharing your adventures and your stories and your anecdotes in your mind. It has been such an honor to have the Asher Midnight at my table.
Thank you, Fel, for inviting me and tasting all these delicious drinks too.
Of course, you're welcome back anytime to my tavern. For our final tasting, I have... What do I have? Strawberry lime flavor, which should be my favorite, I think.
I have same brand, blueberry, and this also should be my favorite.
Okay, we saved the best for last. We hope and pray.
So it's a strong smell.
I've not been smelling.
Like none of my other ones, all of them smell like wheat. This one's the.
I should not have smelled.
You smelled it.
Cheers. That's good.
Good.
It is good. It does have like
Got a little
a
kick to it.
almost like a kiwi-ish aftertaste. And when I grew up eating kiwis, they would kind of like irritate the roof of my mouth. So even just tasting like a kiwi-ish lime flavor at the back makes me be like, "Ooh, it's gonna eat me. It's gonna bite me back."
Wow, it's like I'm about to become a mimic.
Right? You never know. You never know.
never
I
know.
always open things away from me just in case it's a tiny little mimic. As we round the corner to our final segment, I would like to ask you, where will adventurers across the realm be able to see you adventuring next? What is that upcoming quest that you're hoping to complete?
The big upcoming quest right now is I'm heading to Baldur's Gate. They're having a great festival over there.
God.
I was like, that's where all the top vendors and markets and stuff.
That's true. I'm stuck in Waterdeep, so it's different.
I get it. I get it. I was like, one of my toughest customers is always Siren's Gate. It's a nice little tavern place there. I have some nice, good unicorn tears I wanted to sell to them, so hopefully they take it.
Hopefully they take it, and by then, by God, fingers crossed that someone has invented a hot tamale potion.
I hope so. And that's what I'm probably going to ask them to make.
But until then, for your final segment, we're going to play a little game called Question of Doom. In this segment, rumors that we know, you and I know, make the realm go round. And as a final farewell and a thank you to our viewers, I have a rumor here that I know my audience would love to have confirmed. Can you swear honesty in this final moment?
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Mm-hmm.
A little kinku told me that there are rumors abound that you once sold a precious artifact to a courtesan who then used it to kill a king. Is this true?
I wouldn't say king per se. Maybe a prince of a small village. I was like, I didn't know what they was gonna use the artifact for. You paid me the big bucks. I went onto the ghost ship, went on a little adventure for a couple months, came back, gave it to the man, and then next thing you know, on the newspaper, I see my face everywhere about killing a prince.
I would never blame you for selling your wares. You're not responsible.
I'm not.
For whatever happens after those wares leave your shop.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that my audience would, of course, agree. To us, you are blameless, Asher Midnight. To us, you are wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We have just one more thing left to do, which is say goodbye and herald to the last call, which is exclusive to my Patreon members. So if you want to see a nice debrief, we'll be playing drinking games, talking about this session, and setting up what future adventures we might be able to have separately, privately, for Patreon only. So make sure to check that out. Thank you so much. I have been Fel Shadowmaw. Yeah, it's getting to me. The drinking is getting to me. I've been Fel. This has been Asher Midnight, and thank you so much for joining us for this session of Nice to Mead You.